All right, across the street here, going to this fort, and we are in St. Augustine, Florida, USA. And what we're looking at here is Castillo de San Marcos, and that's the best I can say it. And this is an old Spanish fort, and it is the oldest masonry fort in the continental United States. And at the time it was built, Spain held this area of what is now the United States when all the European colonists started streaming over. And it has been sitting here quite a long time. I'm going to take a quick walk around this, and then we're going to go across town and check out one of the lighthouses that's over there. So let's take a look. From this angle you can see the moat that goes all the way around it. It was generally kept as a dry moat, but they did have an option of flooding the moat area should they come under attack, and this would put about a foot of water all the way around the fortress, which would definitely slow down advancing attackers. Now, if you look closely at this stone, it's sedimentary stone made from shells that have bonded together over the course of many years, and it was quarried just across the waterway there. Now, construction began on this fortress in 1672, and that was about, 350 years ago. But there was actually a fortress here before that. At the time this stone structure was started in construction, the Spanish had already been here 107 years. Prior fortresses were built from wood and didn't hold up very well under attacks from Sir Francis Drake when he came through in 1586. And then finally they got their act together and built this one, which is more substantial and has never been taken under force. Now, it has changed hands 6 times by 4 different governments, but it has never been taken by force. All of those exchanges were peaceful exchanges. Now, the British gained control of Florida in 1763, and St. Augustine and this whole area was transferred to the British. The fortress was renamed Fort St. Mark, and it stayed that way until the Peace of Paris Agreement in 1783, and Florida was transferred back to Spain. At that point, the original name was restored. And then in 1819, Spain signed a treaty which ceded Florida over to the United States. And in 1821, the United States Army base that was here was renamed to Fort Marion. This was in honor of an American Revolutionary War hero, Francis Marion. And in 1924, this fortress was declared a national monument. And after 251 years of continuous military service, it was deactivated in 1933. While under U.S. control, it was used as a prison on more than one occasion. Some of the prisoners held here were Native Americans. One notable one was Osceola of the Seminole tribe, and also some Native Americans from out west, from the Apaches. Geronimo's group was held here. Unfortunately, today it seems to be closed, so we're not able to go on the inside of the fortress. But at least we can see the outside of it and take a walk around it. All right. Yeah, it's a very interesting fortress. Look forward to seeing the inside on the return trip. Now let's take a quick ride and go see the lighthouse. All right, what you're looking at here is the St. Augustine Lighthouse. It is still an actual working lighthouse to this day. All right, if you look above the door there, you'll see 1871. That was the year they started building this. And let's go on inside and take a walk up. Oh, besides the tower itself, they also have a maritime museum here that's pretty neat. And they've got some artifacts and things in there. We'll just go on up. And hopefully you're in good shape, because it's a good long climb to the top and there is no elevator. Well, I mentioned they started working on this in 1871. They finished it in 1874. So roughly 3.5 years construction. All right, here's the view from the top. It's a good place to rest if your legs are a bit weary after the climb, as mine are. And looking across St. Augustine. Good view from up here.
Alright, I'm gonna head down. Wasps.
Let's walk around this side. So if I read that correctly, this has a first order Fresnel lens installed up there. That's a pretty rare item these days. And like I said earlier, this is still a working lighthouse. So come here at night, you should be able to see it shining. Bit of a reflection there. It's hard to see the lens. Let me try it from the other side here. Okay, you can see it a little better at this angle, and I've got it up higher. So there's the lens. You can see it's rotating even while it's off. That is really cool. I'm sure that type of glass work was not easy to manufacture in the 1800s. All right, heading back down. And this is surely easier than coming up. It's got to be. That's a nifty spiral staircase. All right, on the ground level, make sure you check out the Maritime Museum. You can do that either coming in or as you're going out of the tower itself. All right, that's all I've got for this video. Just a quick walk around those two things. We'll probably post more a little bit later. But this has been St. Augustine, Florida in the United States. And a lovely little town. Come visit if you can. And since it's hard to beat a Florida sunset, I will leave you with this right here.